So people of the Arrowverse, we've got a brand new, or should I say first, teaser trailer for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover on the CW. Now this is extremely quick, but it gives us quite a little bit to get excited about. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, as usual with anything kind of promo-centric, is show you the YouTube version of this Crisis on Infinite Earths teaser trailer, because you may have seen like a very square version, you know, as if like portrait on your phone, and then we'll kind of break down what we do see, because as I said, it shows a couple of things that definitely make me intrigued, so I'm guessing you guys are trying to crack what's going on as well. So lo and behold, here is the Crisis on Infinite Earths teaser trailer. Of course, there will be a full trailer coming out at some point, but this is the start of it.
Suit up for the biggest crossover ever.
We've got your backs.
Crisis on Infinite Earths. The CW's crossover event begins Sunday, December 8th.
So as I said, everyone, very, very, very quick, but a few interesting things going on in it, and a couple of shots that I believe we may very much so be familiar with. So at the very beginning, we see LaMonica Garrett's monitor quite a little bit different. For example, he doesn't have a beard, and also he's not even wearing a cape. Now, if you slow this down, or maybe I'm doing on screen, I don't even know, I'm not even editing this right now, obviously, but the monitor looks a little bit off, doesn't he? Because he's not usually in the get-up that we've seen him in Arrow, or just anything that he's appeared in across the Arrowverse so far. And that is quite simple, as I said. No cape, no beard, and it just kind of seemed a little bit off. But, you know, the other thing to take notice of in the background is the fact that everything seems to be a little bit destroyed, as it zooms out of Marnovu and then pans very quickly into the heroes. So the current heroes that are present, or should I say not entirely heroes, because we do see Mr. Lex Luthor there, is Barry Allen, of course. It seems that he isn't really looking at the monitor in a very happy mood, shall we say, and that definitely raises questions in my side of the camp, just because for a while I've been saying, what if there is a little bit more to Marnovu? Now, I know I'm not the only one to be speculating that, and let me get this right, you know, off the bat, I'm not saying he is the anti-monitor, but, you know, I have been speculating, what if, just, you know, on a little bit of a chance, what if there is a little bit of a twist that we're not expecting? Obviously, and I always say this, in everything that, you know, is live action adapted from the comics, it's not copy and paste, so to speak. So with Crisis on Infinite Earths, of course we're going to have differences. I mean, that should go without saying. Like, the CW's Arrowverse is different to, you know, the super traditionalist canon as it is. But, you know, I digress. We'll get into more of that in a little bit. But here we see Barry Allen, as I said, fiercely kind of looking at the monitor. We see Sarah Lance in a White Canary getup. We see Supergirl standing side by side with Lex Luthor, and if anyone's kind of questioning that, you know, at the end of the day, this is a Crisis on Infinite Earths. If you're a villain or a hero and you're kind of just, you know, sat there kind of letting this happen, it is pretty dumb kind of thing to do. Granted that, you know, some villains may want to do that, but Lex Luthor seems to be helping here. Now, I would love to hear your theories in the comments down below as to what you think is specifically going on there. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see Lex interact with Kara in a unique fashion like this to save the planet, or should I say save the multiverse. But we also get John there, the Martian Manhunter. We get Batwoman. Now, a lot of people are saying they don't know really who this is with the beard. Some people are saying that it's not Ryan Choi. My first gut instinct, or just, you know, reaction to that was, you know, that's Ryan Choi, isn't it? I mean, you know, looking up Osterich Chow, it seems to be the case, but I could be completely wrong there. A lot of people were saying it isn't. If you didn't know, guys, Osterich Chow has been cast for the crossover as Ryan Choi, so I don't know. To me, it looks like him, but it isn't, you know, incredibly clear. It's just assuming, but I don't know. To me, it does look like it, but then again, there's going to be lots and lots of people in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and this could just be a dude with a beard. And I'm just thinking that it could be Ryan Choi. But hey, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below there. But either way, what is going on in this scene? Yet again, looking at the heroes in this stance, as they're all looking seemingly at the monitor, only one can assume, is that there's a load of rubble in the background again. So maybe this is after a battle. It's very interesting to see that there's like a green hue on everything. And, you know, taking into account that the monitor is looking quite different here. Are we seeing like an earlier version of him? Is this like a tale of the foundation of the universe in terms of the monitors and how the anti-monitor came to fruition? Because, you know, I'm just curious as to why the monitor is looking different here. it would be kind of strange for me to just, believe the theory of, oh, he just decided to shave that off and take his cape off. No, this just kind of indicates and spells out to me, at the very least, that this could be an earlier version of the Monitor, and that'd be pretty cool because, we need to get a lot more insight into Mar-Novu because he's really causing a lot of chaos, which, a lot of people have discussed in my reviews like Arrow in terms of what he's doing, for example, going up to Laurel saying you need to betray Oliver and various other things that seem very shady. We're getting into that on The Flash as well. He's got a little secret room there. Other things like that, there needs to be a lot of context into the reasonings to the characters and to the heroes as to why he's doing what he's doing. So maybe we're going to get that in a scene like this, or at least at the very foundation, you would have to think at some point in the crossover, and perhaps this is that moment, we could get a lot of emphasis as to why things are happening and why this crisis is even coming from the opinions, or the perspectives, should I say, of these cosmic beings. But just another thing to add on to what I was saying earlier with Barry's face there and just everyone looking at the Monitor, you could argue that it's just what they're looking at or whatever the Monitor is saying to them. But going off what we're talking about with how shady he is, it would be pretty interesting if he's revealing something in this moment. Now I know some people are going to say the anti-Monitor, or he's the Monitor in disguise, the anti-Monitor in disguise, or whatever. I think that would be a bit strange. I mean, I have gone down that path in my own thinking and theory crafting myself, and how it might be like similar to the Flash Season 2 situation, where the anti-Monitor is appearing as the Monitor, and really the Monitor is out there chained up or something like that. Who knows? Or maybe at some point in time, to the Monitor we saw last season, who was speaking to Oliver, things have changed. But, if you really poke into that enough, it doesn't really add up. So if you genuinely do have an anti-Monitor theory going on here that is involving the Monitor, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. But I want to hear a really fleshed out one. Other than that though, everyone, in this teaser trailer we do get some footage of Black Lightning and that new suit of his. This, you could argue this scene could be from anything. I do believe we are getting reused footage though, because if I am remembering correctly, this is Moira Queen getting like absolutely decimated by the antimatter wave in Arrow Season 8 Episode 1. And then to all the Superman fans, especially Brandon Routh Superman fans, and it's great seeing all this positivity surrounding this, because I'm not saying that anyone would have hated it or anything, but there's just a lot more hype than what I was actually thinking going into that announcement. So here we get to actually see, Brandon Routh as Superman, Kingdom Come Superman even, in motion, and I believe he is on the Wave Rider. As we know, that's going to be quite a crucial tool in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it will be utilized quite a lot from what, all the behind the scenes stuff that we're actually seeing. I love the look of his Superman, just seeing it, I say in motion, it's like 2 seconds of him just looking up and concerned, but he looks great. I can't wait to see more from this character. I know a lot of people are thinking, are we going to see Tom Welling suit up? I really don't think so. He looks like he's just stepped into the crossover for a scene, got paid a check, and then just probably, checked out, so to speak. So anyone hoping for a proper Tom Welling suit up in the Man of Steel kind of get up, it's really unlikely. But, hey, I'm really not complaining. Didn't think that was going to happen in the first place. And we're getting this awesome Brandon Routh Kingdom Come Superman. I don't know. I just love it. Just looking at it right now on my screen as I'm talking to you guys, it looks cool. I don't know who he's talking to there. It could be anyone. It could be Iris just going off that hair. But that is very blurry. So who knows? Who knows who really that is? It could be Lois. It could be another Lois. Who knows? And right here, guys, before it goes into the typical Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, we get Batwoman with obviously Oliver Queen and his daughter Mia. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that is a slightly new getup for Mia. This would be a few episodes into what we're seeing currently on Arrow. Spoiler alert for Arrow. I don't know. You should be up to date, but just spoiler alert. Come back in like 30 seconds, let's say. But starting now, we do know that Mia has come to present day, and obviously she is skilled. Her father's not gonna, be like, I'm not gonna let you not exactly do anything. So as a couple of episodes unfold, getting closer to Crisis, he's probably gonna see more of her skills and stuff like that, and maybe even endorse it even further, because she has been trained by Nyssa Al Ghul and all of that stuff. So maybe she gets a little bit of a new get up here. That'd be pretty cool. But either way, I'm just kind of anticipating that moment when, Oliver Queen dies in some way or another. And, say what you will about Catherine McNamara. I don't know how to say her second name. I do apologize. It's gonna be a sad scene. Say what you will about her. I'm not the biggest fan of her character. But, obviously with Oliver going regardless, his daughter being there at the same time, that's gonna hit me in the feels. And what can I say about this scene other than just Oliver and Mia there? We've got Batwoman, of course. The background looks to be in the very same rubble situation as what we saw the heroes looking at the monitor in that scene. So maybe this is before, maybe it's afterwards. He does say, you know, I've got your backs. Oliver is obviously speaking to people over the comms. It could be people in the Wave Rider, it could be Barry in danger, it could be anything going on. The crossover is going to be crazy, so we're going to be hearing lines like, you know, I've got your back, or other things like from Diggle maybe, go, 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 the infamous line from Diggle a billion gazillion times. But that is it, guys. It transitions to the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover title. I don't believe it's necessarily any new footage. For example, we see Sarah Lance there. I can't tell you what scene that is, but, you know, with the R, we see Barry Allen in episode 1 of The Flash season 6. Marnovu there looks like he's in space. That reminds me of the Elseworlds crossover clip they're using. Supergirl flying, you name it. Batwoman, I believe that was of a recent episode of when she first donned her suit, and, you know, there's lights shining on her. So there isn't, if you're kind of digging into the Crisis title there for any new footage, I don't think that's the case. But that's it, guys. So ultimately, more than anything, this is just a little teaser. I just wanted to use this as a little opportunity to blabber my thoughts to you guys, maybe sprinkle some theories in there. So more importantly, I want to, you know, open this comment section down below as always, but really encourage a discussion. So really get your theories going now. Let me know what you think's going on with the Monitor. I think that's the biggest thing coming out of this or any Arrowverse show right now, is that the Monitor is acting shady. I know he believes order comes through chaos, and you could completely just say to me, you know, he's just testing out the heroes, making sure they're ready for the crisis to come behind other heroes' backs. But you know, you never know what the CW may pull out the bag. So let me know all of your thoughts. Let me know if you like the teaser of this trailer. Like this video, guys, if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel for more coverage just like this. Sorry if this was a bit more of a rambly video, but you know, I just wanted to give my thoughts kind of live, very much so winged as of when this trailer came out. Other than that, everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.